Hello. Let's Get High and Read the Bible is brought to you by Magic Medicine Marijuana, found in the post-apocalyptic state of California.
I got it. Okay, so got it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. In the attempt to clean up my act here, I've taken out the old table and now I'm just using the dog grooming table as the only table that will hold the microphone.
Interesting. Okay, well, it's working.
It's it's taller. So
yeah, man, I even need to get one more because I got the.
I got
this.
I wish I could show it to you. Like it's on an extra fruit drawer from the refrigerator downstairs. That's what I use as a fucking computer stand.
As a
just to get
base,
it up
yeah.
taller. Yeah.
I
It
use
needs to be a little taller too.
Yeah.
I'm maxed out. So these fucking guys.
What guys?
Insurance.
Oh, there's. I like that. This is just going to be on in the background. Bada bing!
This is Fred Flintstone snapping. You ever see that one where he's in the jazz club? Fred Flintstone snapping, and there's a little X. They like
as he's doing the finger gun.
Yeah, that's his snapping. Yeah, because they're fucking. They don't actually have thumbs, so it's just yeah, I have to. She's like, okay, well, I've already talked to her now. Right when I was about to send that thing, she came on, and she's like, can you? Okay, well, I'll call USAA and I'll see if I can get a hold of it. So if you just hold on for a second, I'm like, whoa, what? No, can you call me back? She's like, oh, we don't really do that.
What?
I'm like, well, I need to talk about God. Please don't use that. I don't know why this one is so loud and this one's not.
What is that podcast?
It's called Let's Get High and Read the Bible.
Oh, you just said that.
I did say that. It's okay. I don't mind repeating
Jeff's
myself.
on the phone with his insurance company.
Yeah. She lives in Texas.
She lives in Texas, everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to have to let my mom know about this too.
Yeah, for real. Have you? Are you guys religious?
I'm sorry?
Are you religious?
Yes and no. Not much.
you were raised religious and then decided against it immediately.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I'm not against, but I like stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you grow up religious? Did you go to church every Sunday?
Yeah. I was made to go to church. If you was at grandma's house on Saturday night and you woke up on Sunday, you didn't have a choice but to go to church.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a church that was 100% set on you can't have tattoos and you can't have piercings and you can't smoke cigarettes. And it was laid back. You could wear blue jeans, whatever, to church.
That sounds like a good church.
Yeah.
Do you know what denomination that was?
It was non-denominational.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. Was your mom a relatively religious person?
Not at all.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay. So you've never read the Bible.
Well, I mean, I didn't have much of a choice but to have to read it.
Well, but did you actually because my compadre was raised homeschooled Christian fundamentalist, and I was raised Catholic, and he's read the Bible.
So, yes,
he's read the Bible like forward and backward.
Right.
But
my husband was raised Catholic, so
yeah.
Gotcha. But he wasn't forced into going to church and all that stuff. They went to church like if somebody died, they'd go to church for their rosary
covering the bases.
Yeah, covering the bases, but not like pushed into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to get to listen to it.
Oh yeah. Okay, you'll like it. Cool. Can we use your voice on our podcast?
you want to use my voice on your podcast?
Well, we're doing our podcast right now. I had to stop because you were. That's why I was like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, what's your name?
Absolutely.
Okay, and it's okay if we use your voice.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, Rebecca. Well, about three episodes from now, you're going to hear yourself on the podcast. Leif will edit it out to make you sound really smart, just like he does for me.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Okay, well, y'all have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right, see, fuck that. Didn't even need a guest, motherfucker. Just called the insurance company. Guests are free. That's free content right there.
Oh my God. Yeah, you
So,
just straight up evangelized.
Well, no, it's like, you know, I want to be non-denominational. I like that. We've been talking about this community, right? Community is what you need. You don't need judgment. Wear your jeans, bring your piercings and your tattoos and your cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah, man. That's what religion should be. Hey, you got to smoke? Yes, I do.
Yes, individual empowerment.
Yeah, what he said. You hear the buzz?
What he said. Hey,
You
back
hear
it up.
You hear that buzz?
No.
Oh, that's probably me. Okay, if you don't, that's great.
Great.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
fucking funny.
She gave us the full on. It was the sign off on her name and everything.
Yeah. That's well. We'll edit that last name out. But
Yeah.
thanks, Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca, nice work.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, and thanks for hooking us up with that no lapse coverage. Now, if we could just get some spiritually no lapse coverage, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, boy, Leif, if we're wrong about this,
Oh, about the Bible.
we're fucked.
About the Bible.
Yeah, about the whole thing about God and JC and you know like about because Yahweh he doesn't play, man.
He don't play, huh?
He's gonna oh really? Oh, I'm just a little baby dick, huh? Oh, I got big tires on my truck. Guess what? Smited little bitches. He's gonna like, I'm sorry, Yahweh, stop it. Ow.
You like stigmata, bitch?
Yeah, could go horribly wrong.
It could.
But
I mean,
you know what? But I don't think that's the case, Leif. I think we're on fucking point.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. You know, I've been. The more we read this, the more I realize I cannot tell you anything that the Bible means. Like, I can't explain what the Bible means to anyone. I can tell you what it says. I can tell you where it says it. But, dude.
Oh, but you don't know what it means anymore.
I don't know what this shit means.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this shit means.
Yeah. Well, I could tell you, but of course then I'd have to kill you. Another thing. So we had this gig over the weekend.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. It looked great.
It was a good time. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say we sold out the Crocodile. What? That's like 700 people.
Dude, really?
750.
Jesus, that room's
Sold it out. Yeah, you know, whatever. It's the Enormo Dome. Whatever it is. Fantastic.
What? Yeah, you know.
But, you know, the speaking of Kathy Moore, I rolled in there and her lovely husband, Randall, was there.
Uh-huh.
And I said, Randall. And he was like, and it sort of flipped him out, and I couldn't understand why. And then it happened again. And I can't remember if he told me or if he said or if Kathy said. She's like, oh, it's freaking him out because he listens to your podcast all the time and he doesn't ever see you. So it's freaking him out to like match the voice with the face. I'm like, oh. All right, Randall.
What's up, Randall?
What's up, Randall?
It's fantastic.
And now, Randall, I was talking to God, and and we were talking about you, and he like I don't know why. I guess I assumed since your lovely wife is a sober person that you were a sober person, and then there we were having beers, and God was like Randall has beers? I'm like, look, I didn't force him to have beers. It's not on me. He was just having beers under his own volition. So yeah, that was really fun. Randall and I had a couple of little pops of whiskey and a couple of hoo-hoos, and had a great time after the show.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Goddamn good time, Randall. Thanks, buddy.
Building community.
One shot at a time.
One shot at a time.
Okay, where the fuck were we, Lave? Were we doing a podcast, or what were we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. It's this Abrahamic law shit. Oh, where were we? I thought you were talking about it in the podcast, Bible-wise. Yeah, but are we there yet?
Oh, no. I meant just, are we... Yeah, I mean, are we reading one today, or what are we doing?
We're always reading one. We can't...
Well, no, we don't. Not when we have a guest.
Right, we don't... Yeah, always read. This... I got to do this fucking... I'm not sure if you saw, but I got to do this fucking really amazing thing the other day. Are you good?
You're mostly.
I'm watching that whole mic come up and down.
You're welcome. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, cool. I'll tell the story. Yeah. So I got to do this amazing thing the other day. So my wife shows me this TikTok like late Friday night of a larger white dude following this Hispanic dude around a neighborhood in LA, screaming all this racist shit at him because he was trying to sell tamales. And like, it's rough. It's like, it's some fucking racist shit. So this content creator was like, why don't we all come out this Saturday and support Juan by buying tamales? And they did it right in front of that racist dude's apartment. Like, like directly in front.
Love it.
Dude. And you know, like my wife's Hispanic. Like I've a lot of Hispanic friends, always have. Like, right. And I was just like, I didn't really have the time because it was pretty far away, but I was like, fuck this, I'm going. So
I saw the map you did.
Yeah, dude, there's like, right when I got there, like my map, my Google Maps was like turning red right by his block, you know? And I was like, I didn't know. I thought I might be the only one. I was a little bit late. I thought I might have missed it. I was racing there. And I get there, there's like 200 plus people in line in front of this guy's house. And there's like, in the medium, in the turn lane between the two lanes in the road, there's like all these fucking badass like Cadillacs, all these, and there's all these tough dudes just standing in the road, making sure everything's cool. And then, dude, it was so badass, man. And it was like, I was like crying the whole time, like welling up with emotion, and everyone in line was just so happy. And we'd see other people showing up. All of a sudden, the line's going a city block, you know, and we all waited hours and hours for tamales to buy tamales from this guy.
Probably
and it was
sold
like,
out.
they sold the first 500 within like 30 minutes. So like they had to go get more. You know, I gave them all the money in my wallet too. I was just like,
yep.
Thanks,
what
Mom.
I'm here for. Yeah.
Dude, it was so awesome. Rad. And it was that thing that I keep bringing up on this podcast, but sometimes wonder if I'm really wrong about, where I like, you know, I think there's more good people out there than bad. And I think
do I tend to disagree?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I think that there's more good in people than bad.
I like that.
Okay. I don't mean to say there's not any good people. I don't mean to say that. I mean that I'm afraid people are complacent and that they just let the chips fall where they may, regardless of where those chips fall.
Okay.
know? I don't mean that there aren't good people. I think the world's full of good people.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even calling you out or anything. I'm just saying.
I was calling myself out because I think you do say that a lot, and I'm like, wait, don't I usually say that you're full of shit?
Yeah.
You know? And that's not. I don't mean that. I don't mean that there aren't good people. You know, I don't mean to. And because I think you're right. I think people want to. I think people are good and want to be good and try to be good, but I also think that a lot of people are complacent. A lot of people are too comfortable. You know? Yeah, that's what I think. So I'm gonna unpack or unwind or backstep
that shit.
There aren't any good people, because I didn't mean to say that. You gonna smoke weed? What are you doing?
So I can't smoke weed because my little buddy's here.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's summertime. So this is gonna be let's stay sober. Normally he's gone for 9 hours.
So I need to bone up. Is that what you're saying? Do I gotta?
You want to? Yeah, please
pick
do.
Up the slack over here.
Do you want to smoke weed?
I don't want to, but I might have to.
You should take a hit.
Somebody has to get high and read the Bible.
Yeah, do it, folks.
Do it. Why wouldn't you?
Dude, I got these 5,000 milligram edibles.
Why would you do that to yourself? Does that put you in a coma?
Well, I don't take all 5,000, obviously. There's these little 250 milligram rings that I can.
Oh, I thought you meant it was like 5,000.
The bag, the total of the bag is 5,000. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like a bag full of 5,000 milligrams.
Yeah, I wonder what would happen if you ate that much. It would be like, first man dies from marijuana overdose ever.
I think you just, it'd be like that thing where it's like space travel, right? Where it's like
time dilates.
You'd come back and everybody you know would be way older. And you'd just be used to.
Yeah. Everyone would be speaking Chinese at that point in the future.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
what
what's
the
going
fuck
on?
happened? It's like that. Yeah. Like that, whatever that Netflix thing is where the Nazis won World War II.
I don't know.
The Man in the Golden Tower or whatever. The Man with the Golden Shower. What is it called?
The Man with the Golden Shower.
No, that's not it. Did I say that out loud? I'm paraphrasing, obviously. No, The Man in the Golden Tower, I think was the name of it. It was like doesn't matter. Anyway,
I'll check it out.
If you took it's just a parallel to waking up in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
where the world has passed you by because you've been in a light year coma from edible overdose for 2 months, and then everybody else aged like 20 years.
Or 400, yeah. I mean,
or 400, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so like, pop 4 of those rings. They're $250 each, and then.
Oh yeah, no, thank you.
You'll be tasting colors.
I wouldn't be popping one of those rings.
Man, I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty pumped that I found them, to be honest.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. The Pioneer Squares, they come in 5 milligrams, and I'll split those in half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not looking to taste the colors. I'm looking to
just relax.
Notice a tiny difference in the shade of the sky, maybe. I don't want to taste the sky. I just want to I want it to be a little brighter. Just a tiny bit. And not for very long. For about 25 minutes. Because that's the whole thing with it's sort of like what is that where you it's like acid where it's like you just can't you don't get a 1 hour trip.
No, you're not in control.
You gotta most of the day is gonna be wasted, coming up and coming down. It's like a hiking trip. It's like, no, you gotta get to the mountain, you gotta get up the mountain, you gotta get down the mountain, and you gotta drive home.
Fucking great analogy.
Yeah. It's like it's not like it's not like walking around the block.
No.
Nope. Okay, I'm back home. No, you're not.
Yeah,
no, you got about 8 hours before you get back home.
Son, where's my pants? I like them. Oh, goodness gracious.
The church needs more women.
Oh, man. Agreed. I also, have you heard of this this documentary that's on Hulu now? It's called The Deep End.
I saw it. I mean, I saw the thing. I haven't watched it. What is it?
So there's this girl named Teal Swan is her name. And she's like a spiritual guru. She's really pretty, and she's made a bunch of money off these YouTube videos. And she's very controversial because she essentially tells people they should kill themselves if they want to. Like, she's really big on suicide. She had a lot of trauma in her early life. I know, right? Yeah. So
Go on.
Right. Well, like these people, like that read her books and are obsessed with her, they like pay $5,000 to go out to this ranch she has, and they do all this culty shit where they channel other people and like talk about past traumas that these individuals have forgotten that seem to be more like these people implanting past traumas that aren't real.
Yeah.
It's fucking intense, dude. This documentary on Hulu is fucking intense. Like,
Is it a little bit like what's that? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
how's in what way? Okay, I was like, I don't know how to make this. No, it's like how people can be led astray and how easy it is to manipulate these inner workings of humans, the spiritual side that can't really be defined.
Is she a Charlotte?
In my opinion, yes.
What are her credentials?
She seems to be pretty damn intelligent, and that's about it. She's really attractive, and she's kind of seems to be pretty intelligent, and there's like these non-negotiables, this huge packet. Well, it's not huge, but it's pretty long of things you're allowed to do and you're not allowed to do when you're in this cult, and it's essentially question her in any way. Like if you don't just go along with what she's saying or doing, you get fucking kicked out.
Yeah. How sweet would that be?
To have a cult?
Nah.
I don't know, man. I don't like it.
Well, no, I mean, if you got to be the leader, though.
No, fuck that. I don't want it.
I'm just saying. Well, okay, just for whatever, dude. Don't be like that.
Let me be a cult leader, dude. Come on, follow me.
I mean, like on vacation. It's like you don't want to live in the Canary Islands, but it'd be pretty fucking cool to be there for a couple of weeks. Maybe all tropical.
But if every vacation to that island ends with like a white shark attack and there's 100% mortality rate, why would we go? And anyone who starts taking over a bunch of group of people and starts wearing flowing gowns.
No, I know, but
what
if okay, but what if before the fatal shark attack, what if like every day you got to go out and catch as many sharks as you wanted, or like marlin or whatever, and you ate them, and you got to be like everything you did, like every time your pole touched the water, giant shark, giant fish, and every time I don't know, I don't have a good parallel for it. Yeah, I mean,
I still don't want the response.
Is she dead?
No. She's having a mental breakdown right now on social. Well, not really. She's just pissed. But she obviously is saying that it's all taken out of context, and it's like don't contracept me, man. That's where. Yeah.
When you say cult, is there a lot of like what kind of what? So it is a cult, or is it just like a camp? Because cult's like you can't come and go, right? Camp is like you're free to come and go.
Yes, seems to be about right. So in the documentary, her organization hires a PI to put everything together and kind of give this objective view. And we're only like 3 or 4 episodes in, but she has this PI is like interviewing old converts that have left, and with their stories and with this weird form everyone has to sign that says you won't go against this girl in any way. It's like it's a cult. On the way in, not like on the way, not before you can be involved. They signed a non-disclosure or something. Yeah, right. And so like, let's say there's a person that's going through all this trauma and they're all together in a room. She'll like grab one of her random cronies and bring him over and be like, I need you to channel this person's dead mother. Can you be willing and open to channel? And then she'll like facilitate a conversation with them. And then this person that's channeling the mom will be like, yeah, we used to rape you when you were a kid. And then like this person over there, they're just crying profusely. And
I didn't see that coming.
Right.
That caught me off guard there.
Dude. And so it's like, again, just check it out. It's fucked.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So it's really, I keep going back and forth on this church thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's really put a damper on my whole.
What, wanting to start one or being a part of one?
Well, I think we can start one.
Yeah.
I just don't think, we can. Yeah, we got to steer very clear from the sandals and the flowing gowns. Let's,
well, I'm not a big fan of, are flip-flops okay?
I think sliders at least, right? Like,
I don't know what a slider is.
It's where there's no thing in between your toe. You just
like Adidas
goes over
sliders?
the top.
Oh, okay, like frat boy shoes.
Hell yeah, exactly.
I think I'd rather go Birkenstock than frat boy.
I'm more of an Eddie Vedder than I am a new metal.
That's the truth. Do we want to keep unpacking that, or should we move on?
No, we definitely should move on. We gotta have to edit heavy editor in the front half here. So Bible.
Boing, boing, boing. Segue. What do you want for your birthday, bitch?
What do I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even thought about it.
Don't be like that.
I know. I'm not.
You've dreamed about shit, dude.
If I could do anything, it would be to be able to talk to you after your first DMT trip.
That's what you want for your birthday?
That would be rad for me. Yeah.
You mean so you'd want to be there?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How about that?
Well, that's more. Wouldn't that be more for me?
I don't know. It feels
that
like
would be me getting my first DMT trip.
Right, but I would love to hear every opinion you have after this experience. So
right.
It kind of be synergistic.
What's the dealio with the guy in the peninsula?
Professor I don't know. Maybe we'll hit him up.
Maybe you should start advancing that.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't say his...
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, where he lives.
His whereabouts and his name. What about his fucking last four of his social?
So here's his address and a list of his fears.
Oh, man. Not the sharpest tools in the shed right here, ladies and
we're
gentlemen.
Sober as shit, folks.
Randall, I'm hoping you've tuned out by now, but if you haven't, I apologize for this the lack of content in today's content.
Well, we'll go into it now because it's pretty good, actually. I'm sure you didn't poke into it, but I think it's kind of fun. Whatever, dude.
That's right. Not even a decent segue. Just like,
we had 4. We've had 3 so far in the podcast, and then we were like, fedoras. I blame myself.
I blame you. Sometimes I'm going to read the Bible when we're reading the Bible. Sometimes I'm not.
I don't always read the Bible.
I almost never read the Bible. But when I do, I make sure Leif is on the call. Exodus 25. Yahweh spoke to Moses saying, "Tell the Israelites people to bring me gifts. You shall accept gifts for me from every person whose heart is so moved." So they don't have to. It's only if their hearts are moved.
Seems like it, right? Yeah. And gifts, like what?
Now it's coming. And these are the gifts that you shall accept from them: gold, silver, and copper.
And what is he going to do with it?
You know what? It's you could get me those shirts or a hat if you wanted to, but I'd just as soon prefer a gift card.
Yeah, like it's a 10 G's offshore bank account.
Crypto?
You like
Crypto? And these are the acceptable gifts: gold, silver, and copper, and not so much the copper, you cheap bitches. Blue, purple, and crimson yarns, fine linen, goat's hair, tanned ram skins. Don't bring in those non-tanned shit. Dolphin skins, and acacia wood. Oil for lighting, spices for the anointing oil, and for the aromatic incense. lapis lazuli and other stones for setting, for the ephod and for the breastpiece. And let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. Exactly as I show you the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all its furnishings, so shall you make it.
Feng shui.
They shall make an ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits long, a cubit and a half wide, and a cubit and a half high. Overlay it with solid fucking gold.
Bitch.
Overlay it inside and out, and make upon it a gold molding round about. Cast 4 gold rings for it, to be attached to its 4 feet, 2 rings on one of its side walls and 2 on the other. Make poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Then insert the poles into the rings on the side walls of the ark for carrying the ark. The poles shall remain in the rings of the ark, they shall not be removed from it. And deposit in the ark the tablets of the pact which I will give you. You shall make a cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide. Make 2 cherubim of gold. Make them of hammered work at the ends of the cover. Make 1 cherub at one end and the other cherub at the other end. 1 piece with the cover shall you make the cherubim at its 2 ends. The cherubim shall have their wings spread out above, shielding the cover with their wings. They shall confront each other, the faces of the cherubim being turned toward the cover. Place the cover on top of the ark after depositing inside the ark the pact that I will give you. There I will meet you, and I will impart to you from above the cover, from between the 2 cherubim that are on top of the ark of the pact, all that I will command you concerning the Israelite people. You shall make a table of acacia wood, 2 cubits long, 1 cubit wide, and a cubit and a half high. Overlay it with pure gold and make a gold molding around it. Make a rim of a hand's breadth around it and make a gold molding for its rim round about. Mark 4 gold rings for it and attach the rings to the 4 corners of the legs. Can we just read this? The rings shall be next to the rim as holders for poles to carry the table. So you got poles. Fuck you. Make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. By these the table shall be carried. Make its bowls, ladles, jars, and jugs with which to offer libations. Make them of pure fucking gold. And on the table you shall set the bread of the display to be before me always. You shall make a lampstand of pure gold. The lampstand shall be made of hammered work, its base and its shaft, its cups, calyxes, and petals shall be 1 piece. 6 branches shall issue from its sides, 3 branches from one side of the lampstand and 3 branches from the other side of the lampstand. On one branch there shall be 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with calyx and petals. Sounds like a writer. It's like this is what he wants to do. I want it just fucking so. I do this all fucking day.
For real, yeah. There's a lot of stipulations he has. Huh?
Yeah, no green M&Ms.
None.
Beef, calyx and petals, and on the next branch there shall be 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with calyx and petals. So for all 6 branches issuing from the lampstand. And on the lampstand itself there shall be a smaller lampstand. And on the lampstand itself there shall be 4 cups sharpened, shaped like almond blossoms, each with calyx and petals, a calyx of 1 piece with it under a pair of branches, and a calyx of 1 piece with it under the second pair of branches, and a calyx of 1 piece with it under the last pair of branches, and so for all 6 branches issuing from the lampstand. Their calyxes and their stems shall be one piece with it, the whole of it a single hammered piece of gold. Make it 7 lamps. The lamps shall be so mounted as to give the light on its front side. Oh, it's exhausting.
You don't like the Ark of the Covenant?
What the ark?
Gives,
It shall be
gives-
made with what?
You can kind of see gives the whole dimensions. Like,
That's not the real ark, dude.
no, it got burned a long time ago.
Says you. Come on, ding your bell. It shall be made with all these furnishings out of a talent of pure gold. Note well and follow the patterns for them that are being shown you on the mountain. Exodus 26.
26.
I'm kind of over-caffeinated.
Oh, yeah?
As for the tabernacle, make it of 10 strips of cloth. Make these of fine twisted linen of blue, purple, and crimson yarns, with a design of cherubim worked into them. The length of each cloth shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each cloth shall be 4 cubits. All the cloth to have the same measurements. 5 of the cloths shall be joined to one another, and the other 5 cloths shall be joined to one another. Make loops of blue wood on the edge of the outermost cloth of the one set, and do likewise on the edge of the outermost cloth of the other set.
Super exciting.
Make 50 loops on the one cloth and 50 loops on the edge of the end cloth of the other set, the loops to be opposite one another. Moses is like, dude, you can go fuck yourself. No one's making this shit for you. We don't even know what a cubit is. Make 50 fucking fuck yous. Okay, so you shall then make cloths of goat's hair for a tent over the tabernacle. Make the cloths 11 in number. The length of each cloth shall be 30 cubits, and the width shall be of each cloth shall be 4 cubits. The 11 cloths shall have the same measurements. Join 5 of the cloths by themselves and the other 6 cloths by themselves, and fold over the 6 cloths at the front of the tent. Make 50 loops on the edge of the outermost cloth of the one set, and 50 loops on the edge of the cloth of the other set. Make 50 copper clasps and fit the clasps onto the loops, and couple the tent together so that it becomes one whole. As for the overlapping excess of the cloth of the tent, the extra cloth shall overlap the back of the tabernacle, while the extra cubit at either end of each length of tent cloth shall hang down to the bottom of 2 sides of the tabernacle and cover it. And make for the tent a covering of tanned ram skins and a covering of dolphin skins above. You shall make the planks for the tabernacle of acacia wood upright. The length of each plank shall be 10 cubits. The width of each plank shall a cubit and a half. Each plank shall have 2 tensions parallel to each other. Do the same with all of the planks of the tabernacle. Of the planks of the tabernacle, make 20 planks on the south side, making 40 silver sockets under the 20 planks, 2 sockets under the one plank for its 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under each following plank for its 2 tenons. And for the other side wall of the tabernacle on the north side, 20 planks, with their 40 silver sockets, 2 sockets under the one plank, and 2 sockets under each following plank. And
now keep going.
And for the rear of the tabernacle to the west, make 6 planks. Yeah, why not? And make 2 planks for the corners to the tabernacle at the rear. They shall match at the bottom of the terminate alike at the top inside one ring. Thus it shall be with both of them. They shall form the 2 corners. Thus there shall be 8 planks with their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under the first plank, and 2 sockets under each of the following planks. You shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the planks of the one side wall of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the planks of the other side wall of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the planks of the wall of the tabernacle to the rear, at the rear to the west. The center bar halfway up the planks shall run from end to end. Overlay the planks with gold and make their rings of gold as holders for the bars, and overlay the bars with gold. Then set up the tabernacle according to the manner of it that you were shown on the mountain. You shall make a curtain of blue, purple, and crimson yarns and fine twisted linen. It shall have a design of cherubim worked into it.
So exciting.
Hang it upon 4 posts of acacia wood, overlaid with gold and having hooks of gold, set in 4 sockets of silver. Hanging the curtain under the clasp, and carry the ark of the pact there, behind the curtain, so that the curtain shall serve you as a partition between the holy and the holy of holies. Place the cover upon the ark of the pact in the holy of holies. Place the table outside the curtain and the lampstand by the south wall of the tabernacle opposite the table, which is to be placed by the north wall. You shall make a screen for the entrance of the tent of blue, purple, and crimson yards, let me guess, and fine twisted linen done in embroidery. Make 5 points of acacia wood for the screen and overlay them with gold, their hooks being of gold, and cast them 5 sockets, and cast for them 5 sockets of copper.
Pretty great stuff here, huh? Pretty great
Moss,
stuff.
we still going?
I mean, unless you want to hit up any of that, which is just like God has a lot of fucking. God's writer is annoying, man.
Super annoying.
Like super annoying. Like 27.
You shall make the altar of acacia wood. Shocker. 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide. The altar is to be square and 3 cubits high. Make its horns on the 4 corners. The horns to be one piece with it. Make the pails for removing its ashes as well as its scrapers, basins, flesh hooks, and fire pans. Make all its utensils of copper. Make for it a grating of meshwork in copper, and on the mesh make 4 copper rings at its 4 corners. Set the mesh below under the ledge of the altar so that it extends to the middle of the altar. And make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with copper. The poles shall be inserted into the rings so that the poles remain on the 2 sides of the altar where it is carried. Make it hollow of boards as you were shown on the mountain, so shall they be made. You shall make the enclosure of the tabernacle. On the south side, 100 cubits of hanging of fine twisted linen for the length of the enclosure on that side, with its 20 posts and their 20 sockets of copper, the hooks and bands of the posts to be silver. Again, 100 cubits of hanging for its length along the north side, with its 20 posts and their 20 sockets of copper, the hooks and bands of the posts to be of silver. For the width of the enclosure on the west side, 50 cubits of hangings, with their 10 posts and their 10 sockets. For the width of the enclosure on the front or east side, 50 cubits. 15 cubits of hangings on the one flank, with their 3 posts and their 3 sockets. 15 cubits of hangings on the other flank, with their 3 posts and 3 sockets. And for the gate of the enclosure, a screen of 20 cubits of blue, purple, crimson yarns and fine twisted linen, done in embroidery, with their 4 posts and their 4 sockets. All the posts round the enclosure shall be banded with silver, and their hooks shall be of silver. Their sockets shall be of copper. The length of the enclosure shall be 100 cubits, and width 50 cubits throughout, and the height 5 cubits, with hangings of fine twisted linen. The sockets shall be of copper. All the utensils of the tabernacle for all its service, as well as all its pegs, and all the pegs of the court shall be of copper. 2020, 24 hours ago. You shall further instruct the Israelites to bring your clear oil of beaten olives for lighting, for kindling lamps regularly. Aaron and his sons shall set them up in the tent of meeting, outside the curtain which is over the ark of the pact, to burn from evening to morning before Yahweh. It shall be a dew from the Israelites for all time throughout the ages. 28. You shall bring forward your brother Aaron with his sons from among the Israelites to serve me as priests. Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, Ithamar, the sons of Aaron. Make sacral vestments your brother Aaron for dignity and adornment. Next you shall instruct all who are skillful, whom I have endowed with a gift of skill, to make Aaron's vestments for consecrating him to serve me as priest. These are the vestments they are to make. Is he going to go through all the vestments?
Dude.
Is that what happens now, Dave? Tell me.
I don't want to, because I'm afraid you'll stop reading.
No, I won't.
No, I won't. Yeah. There's a lot of, Yahweh wants to be worshipped very specifically.
In a very particular fashion.
There's a lot of rules.
How long does this go on for?
This goes on for another couple chapters here, or maybe one more.
After 28, one more?
Let me look down.
These are vestments they are to make: a breastpiece, an ephod, a robe, a fringed tunic, a headdress, and a sash. They shall make those sacrament vestments for your brother Aaron and his sons for priestly service to me. They therefore shall receive the gold, the blue, purple, crimson yarns, and the fine linen. They shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, purple, and crimson, and of fine twisted linen, worked into designs. It shall have 2 shoulder pieces attached. They shall be attached at its 2 ends, and the decorated band that is upon it shall be made like it, of 1 piece with it, of gold, of blue, purple, and crimson yarns, and fine twisted linen. Then take 2 lazuli stones and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel, 6 of their names on 1 stone, and the names of the remaining 6 on the other stone, in the order of their birth. Be pretty boss to have your name on the stone, though, wouldn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the 2 stones you shall make seal engravings, the work of a lapidary, of the names of the sons of Israel, having bordered them with frames of gold. Attach the 2 stones to the shoulder piece of the ephod as stones for remembrance of the Israelite people, whose names Aaron shall carry upon his 2 shoulder piece for the remembrance before Yahweh. Then make frames of gold and 2 chains of pure gold. Braid these like corded work, and fasten the corded chains to the frames. You shall make a breastpiece of decision worked into a design. Make it in the style of the ephod. Make it of gold, of blue, purple, and crimson yarns, and of fine twisted linen. It shall be square and doubled, a span in length and a span in width. Set in it mounted stones of 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be a row of carnelian, chrysolite, and emerald. The second row, a turquoise, a sapphire, and an amethyst. The third row, jacinth, an agate, and a crystal. And the fourth row, a beryl, a lapis, and a lazuli, and a jasper. They shall be framed with gold in their mountings. The stones shall correspond in number to the names of the sons of Israel, 12 corresponding to their names. They shall be engraved like seals, each with its name for the 12 tribes. On the breastpiece, make braided chains of corded work in pure gold. Make 2 rings of gold on the breastpiece and fasten the 2 rings at the 2 ends of the breastpiece, attaching the gold cords to the 2 rings at the end of the breastpiece. Then fasten the 2 ends of the cords to the 2 frames, which you shall attach to the shoulder pieces.
You've been doing so good. You've been doing so good. I thought you'd crack before this.
Make 2 rings of gold and attach them to the 2 ends of the breastpiece at its inner edge, which frames the ephod. Make 2 other rings of gold and fasten them on the front of the ephod, low on the 2 shoulder piece, close to its seam above the decorated band. The breastpiece shall be held in a place by a cord of blue from its rings to the rings of the ephod, so that the breastpiece rests on the decorated band and does not come loose from the ephod. Aaron shall carry the names of the sons of Israel on the breastpiece of decision over his heart when he enters the sanctuary for remembrance before Yahweh at all times. Inside the breastpiece of the decision you shall place the Urim and the Thummim, so that they are over Aaron's heart when he comes before Yahweh. Thus Aaron shall carry the instrument of decision for the Israelites over his heart before Yahweh at all times. You shall make the robe of the ephod of pure blue. The opening for the head shall be in the middle of it. Opening shall have a binding of woven work round about. It shall be like the opening of a coat or mail, so that it does not tear. On its hem, make pomegranates of blue, purple, and crimson yarns all around the hem, with bells of gold between them all around. A golden bell and a pomegranate, all around the hem of the robe. Aaron shall wear it while officiating, so that the sound of it is heard when he comes into the sanctuary before Yahweh, and when he goes out, that he may not die.
Right.
What?
Oh, dude, like that's why the ark has all these rings for poles, because if you even touch it, you die. There's actually a story in a different book later on where the ark is being transported and it's about to fall over, and this Israelite reaches out to steady it to keep it from falling over, and God just fucking kills him. And it's like, I'll do that, you know? Like
You shall make a frontlet of pure gold and engrave on it the seal inscription, Holy to Yahweh. Suspend it on a cord of blue so that it may remain on the headdress, suspend it on a cord of blue so that it may remain on the headdress. It shall remain on the front of the headdress. It shall be on Aaron's forehead, and Aaron may take away any sin arising from the holy things that the Israelites consecrate, from any of their sacred donations. It shall be on his forehead at all times to win acceptance for them before Yahweh. You shall make the fringed tunic of fringed linen. You shall make the headdress of fine linen. You shall make the sash of embroidered work. And for Aaron's sons also you shall make tunics and make sashes for them and make turbans for them for dignity and adornment. Put these on your brother Aaron and on his sons as well. Anoint them and ordain them and consecrate them to their service, and ordain them and consecrate them to serve me as priests. You shall also make for them linen breeches to cover their nakedness. They shall extend from hip to thighs. They shall be worn by Aaron and his sons when they enter the tent of meeting, or when they approach the altar to officiate in the sanctuary, so that they do not incur punishment and die. It shall be a law for all time for him and for his offspring to come.
It's kind of like Yahweh's got a dress code.
Yeah, a dress code and a rider. Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like, yeah, if you're coming backstage with me, you have to you got to look sharp.
You got to wear all white.
All white, gold.
It's like Puffy's white party.
Mm-hmm. It's like,
or is that Jay-Z's white party? Whose party is that?
Oh, I don't actually know. So now I feel like a dick.
I think it's Puffy's. His Hamptons is all. Everybody has to wear white.
But it's like, you know, God's saying this is what you're supposed to do all the time. You know.
No, he's not. Well,
yeah, it shall be a law for all time for him and for his offspring to come.
Right, but to do it when they're this is what they need to wear when they're officiating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, God's tabernacle, God's temple here is like, it must be built very specifically, and the people that are going to work in there, they have to wear very specific clothes.
Yeah,
it's fucking. I mean, if you're trying to transmit information through the ages, ritual seems to be a pretty good way to do it, right? So
these aren't the words of God, dude.
Why did you think I was saying that? That wasn't even a sentence in my brain.
Well, I know, but you're saying you're saying that God has some.
These people are going to worship God like this forever, and they think God gave them all this information, and they're going to follow it. Yeah.
And maybe you know what? We don't know about that. We know that none of maybe these are quotes, right? This is Old Testament. We don't know. We don't fucking know. It's not the New Testament where it's all just full of shit. I'm sorry, where we know it's full of shit.
For real. Yeah. But, like, you know, it's like weird that like this God really wants to be worshipped. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in a very specific place and officiated in an attire that pleases him.
Yeah, like all, you know, can you imagine how hard it'd be to find like blue cloth in the fucking desert, you know?
Right. What an asshole. Okay, 29. Are we still
29? Do one more. Why not?
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Stop yelling. This is what you 29, Exodus 29. This is what you shall do to them in consecrating them to serve me as priests. Take a young bull out to the farm. No. Take a young bull of the herd and 2 rams without blemish. Also unleavened bread, unleavened cakes with oil mixed in, and unleavened wafers spread with oil. Make these of choice wheat flour. Place these in one basket and present them in the basket along with the bull and the 2 rams. Lead Aaron and his sons up to the entrance of the tent of meeting and wash them with water. Stroke them gently until aroused. Wait, what? It doesn't say that. Wait, I don't know what you're reading. That's inappropriate. Then, after aroused, take the vestments and clothe Aaron with the tunic, the robe, the ephod, and the breastpiece, and gird him with the decorated band of the ephod. Put the headdress on his head and place the holy diadem upon the headdress. Take the anointing oil and pour it on his head and anoint him. Then bring his sons forward, clothe them with tunics and wind turbans upon them, and gird both Aaron and his sons with sashes. And so they shall have priesthood as their right for all time. You shall then ordain Aaron and his sons. Lead the bull up to the front of the tent of the meeting and let Aaron and his sons lay their hands upon the head of the bull. Slaughter that fucking bull before motherfucking Yahweh at the entrance of the tent of meeting, and take some of the bull's blood and smear it all over your face. Take some of the blood's bull and put it on the horns of the altar with your fingers. Then pour out the rest of the blood at the base of the altar. Take all the fat that covers the entrails, gross, the protuberance on the liver, and the 2 kidneys with the fat on them, and turn them into smoke upon the altar. The rest of the flesh of the bull is its hide, and its dung shall be put to the fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering. Next, take the 1 ram and let Aaron and his sons lay their hands all over it. Get up in that piece. I don't think that's appropriate at all. Next, take the 1 ram and let Aaron and his sons lay their hands upon the ram's head. Slaughter the ram and take its blood and dash it against all sides of the altar. Cut up the ram into sections, wash its entrails and legs, and put them with its quarters and its head. Turn all of the ram into smoke upon the altar. It is a burnt offering to Yahweh, a pleasing odor, an offering by fire to Yahweh. Then take the other ram and let Aaron and his sons lay their hands upon the ram's head. Slaughter that fucking ram and take some of its blood and put it on the ridges of Aaron's right ear and the ridges of his son's right ear and on the thumbs of their right hands and on the big toes of their right feet and on the tips of each of their dicks, and dash the rest of the blood against every side of the altar round about. Take some of the blood that is on the dicks of the altar and some of the anointing oil and sprinkle upon Aaron his vestments, and also upon his sons and his sons' excrements. Thus shall he and his vestments be holy, as well as his sons and his sons' vestments. You shall take from the ram the fat parts, the broad tail, the fat that covers the entrails, the protuberance of the liver, and the 2 kidneys with the fat on them, and the right thigh, for this is a ram of ordination. Add 1 flat loaf of bread, 1 cake of oil bread, and 1 wafer from the basket of the unleavened bread that is before Yahweh. Place all these on the palms of Aaron and his sons, and offer them as an elevation offering before Yahweh. Take them from their hands and turn them into smoke upon the altar with the burnt offering as a pleasing odor before Yahweh. It is an offering by fire to Yahweh. Then take the breast of Aaron's ram of ordination and offer it as an elevation offering before Yahweh. It shall be your portion. Was that it? That's not it.
No.
You shall consecrate the breast that was offered as an elevation offering, and the thigh that was offered as a gift offering from the ram of ordination, from that which was Aaron's and from that which was his son's. And those parts shall be a due for all time from the Israelites to Aaron and his sons, for they are a gift, and so shall they be a gift from the Israelites, their gift to Yahweh out of their sacrifices of well-being. The sacral vestments of Aaron shall pass on to his sons after him, for them to be anointed and ordained in. He among his sons who become priests in his stead, he among his sons who becomes priest in his stead, who enters the tent of meeting to officiate within the sanctuary, shall wear them 7 days. You shall take the ram of ordination and boil its flesh in the sacred precinct. And Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket at the entrance of the tent of meeting. These things shall be eaten only by those whom expiration was made with them when they were ordained and consecrated. They may not be eaten by a lay person, for they are holy. And if any of the flesh of ordination or any of the bread in its is left until morning, you shall put what is left to the fire. It shall not be eaten, for it is holy. Thus you shall do to Aaron and his sons, just as I have commanded you. You shall ordain them through 7 days. And each day you shall prepare a bowl with a sin offering for expiation, for expiation. You shall purge the altar by performing purification upon it. You shall anoint it to consecrate it. 7 days you shall perform purification for the altar to consecrate it, and the altar shall become most holy. Whatever touches the altar shall become consecrated. Now this is what you shall offer upon the altar: 2 yearling lambs each day regularly. You shall offer the one lamb in the morning, and you shall offer the other lamb at night, at twilight. You shall be a tenth of a measure of there shall be a tenth of a measure of choice flour with a quarter of a hin of beaten oil mixed in, and a libation of a quarter lin of wine for one lamb. And you shall offer the other lamb at twilight, repeating with it the meal offering of the morning, with its libation and offering by fire for a pleasing odor to Yahweh. A regular burnt offering throughout the generations at the entrance of the tent of meeting shut before Yahweh. For there I will meet with you, and there I will speak with you, and there I will meet with the Israelites, and it shall be sanctified by my presence. I will sanctify the tent of meeting and the altar, and I will consecrate Aaron and his sons to serve me as priests. I will abide among the Israelites, and I will be their God. And they shall know I, Yahweh, am their God, who brought them out from the land of Egypt, and that I might abide them, and that I might abide among them, I, their God, Yahweh.
That was like a big muddy, or like a fun runner. That was like a
decathlon.
It's all like it's all like weird ritualistic shit, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not telling them how to like safely operate on a cancerous tumor. He's not telling them how to like take bad water and make it good. He's not it's like they're out in the middle of the desert. Now they got to build this huge fucking place for him that's made of all the shit they yoinked from Egypt, and in order for the priests to actually not die when they come in, they have to be like wearing all this. There's bells and fucking gold and all these different colored linens. And can you imagine the stench? Look how many, like they're offering all these. There's just going to be of like blood, right? Like they're constantly killing these animals all the time and then burning them. Like, can you imagine the smells that would be in that place?
Well, they're pleasing to Yahweh. What the fuck do you?
That's so hilarious to me. So, like, obviously, God is in the sky, according to these people. They think God's up, right? And so, how do you get this offering to God? It's like, well, let's burn it. Then that smoke goes up, and he'll smell it. Like, it's the silliest fucking human shit ever.
Got a really sensitive palate, really sensitive olfactory.
Yeah.
Dude, that took it out of me.
That's the sentence that was about to come out of my mind. That took all the joy out of your heart, didn't it?
Yeah, just a lot of reading. A lot of reading.
A lot of reading.
A lot of reading for reading. Yeah.
Dude, and not exactly.
I'm glad we got our fucking energy out in the first half, because I was fucking I need to go take a nap now. Is it noon? Oh, it's noon. Nice. Right.
Worshiping Yahweh is fucking, it's rough.
Yeah, it's no fucking walk in the park, man. At least this guy's got a couple of hand jobs out of the deal.
It seems like it. But like, again, he wants them to do this forever. There's people that still do this.
Yeah, they're going to get canceled. You can't kill lambs anymore. Can't burn them.
Oh, I wonder if they do kill.
Yeah.
Let's look it up. Do sacrifices still take place? With the destruction of the Second Temple in Jerusalem by the Romans, the Jewish practices of offering korbanot stopped for all intents and purposes. An earlier conversation about hats.
Well, because new metal was just Eddie Vedder, 3.0, right? I don't know.
It seems to be like, yeah, I'm into mohawks, not faux hawks. You know what I'm saying? I'm into like all the new metal.
Fucking commitment.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Not rock light. Not
Jesus Christ.
Like 3/4 of the way in.
Are you
I want
in?
you fucking
Yes.
immersed. I want you balls deep
Yes.
or tits deep. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just like, don't fucking halfway this thing. You
Right.
can't fucking. Faux hawk is just a stupid 4-year-old's haircut. It's because they can't grow the rest. You need to fucking nut up, fucking shave that fucking shit down to the hub.
Liberty spikes, bitch. But like,
Don't listen to me.
I think we should. That'll be in the church. That'll be
Yeah.
part of the doctrine.
Yeah.
No faux
faux
hawks,
hawks.
no fedoras.
Whoa. What do you mean no fedoras?
No fedoras.
The hat?
Yeah, you can have a nice hat. There's plenty of brimmed hats that look badass that are not fedoras.
What's wrong with fedoras?
Same thing with the faux hawk. It's like you're kind of half in. You've got your like, oh, here's my Hawaiian shirt and a fedora. That's like,
That doesn't make any sense.
wait. Now I'm just realizing that you must really like fedoras.
Well, no, it's not that I really like them. It's just like, why would you like? That's not like it's a very popular hat and has been for like 100
So are
years.
faux hawks, right? They're adopted by douchebags. We don't want these.
No. Faux hawks.
Name me one person besides Sinatra that wears a fedora that you think is cool.
Why would you have to go past Sinatra?
That's because it doesn't count. It doesn't count. He's not a normal human. It's like Kanye.
How
He's
about
not a
every
normal
How
human.
about every mobster who ever lived?
They don't look good. They look
the
like
time-
okay. So how do I put this in? It's the all-in, all-out thing, right? So let's say you want to look fancy for anything. The fedora is like the hot dog of the fashion world. It's like the easiest, most accessible. Okay. Oh, I'm just not even trying. Here, I'll throw this on. And most of the guys that put them on look like that.
Okay.
No, you don't think this?
No, I'm just listening. I'm taking
Yeah.
it all in. You're looking for concur. You're looking. For
No. I was just
concur?
wondering. No, you don't have to concur at all. So I think these people are lazy, and so when I see a fedora, I'm like, you probably didn't
Complacent,
wash your
lazy?
hands. Probably didn't wash your hands after they used that bathroom, did you?
So you think people
That wear fedoras are dirty whores.
have shit, literally have feces under their fingernails, their own, probably.
Yeah. I'm calling you out right now, bitches. Yeah.
Wow. I just didn't see this. I'm so bewildered by this line of passion. I just didn't know that.
My visceral reaction to
It's sort of like me and Matthew. It's like you're just like, fedoras, I can't handle them. Something happened, Leif, and I want to know. It's not just you don't just
take a
get this
minute.
by what's that?
it might take a minute to get down. There must be like maybe a
Something happened while you were wearing a fedora, didn't it?
no, I don't think it was me. I don't think it was me wearing the fedora.
When did you have a fedora?
Well,
Ballpark.
the
Well,
only picture of me with a fedora that I can remember is with my son. So that was like,
dude, we're talking less than 10 years ago. You were
12
rocking.
years ago.
So you're saying 12 years ago you had shit under your fingernails?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there something wrong with that? Yeah, fucking 14 years ago, I believe there was one God.
Right.
You know, are you not allowed to? Are you not allowed to evolve?
No. You know what? Well played. Totally well played. Okay, so you had a fedora 12 years ago. Do you have a better hat now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A fucking cowboy hat, like a man.
Oh, like okay. You know, I don't really have any skin in the game because my head is so big that I can't wear a fedora. It makes me look like it makes me look like that what's that Disney movie with the cowboy who's a puppet?
Cowboy who's a puppet.
Yeah, like, you know,
Woody, Toy Story.
Toy Story, yeah. I look like Toy Story when I wear a fedora. It's like this little baby hat. That just
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah. Where did you get that baby hat? So yeah, I need that's why I don't have hats, because there aren't hats that are big enough for my goddamn giant melon. But I looked for a fedora that would fit for a long time, but I just and I actually bought some, but they don't fit me right. They look like toys. But it wasn't for lack of, but I just never thought that, like, I might be held accountable
by the fashion police,
by, you know, anybody that I, you know, respected that like, you are flawed. So, like, you know, if I was wearing, I'd be kicked out of my own church.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Wow, damn.
I'm gonna try to.
That was close.
That was close. You flirting with damnation, hellfire. I
understand the fedora.
Yeah, understandable.
So perplexing. I mean, it's a fine choice in headwear.
I mean, I
see the lowest common denominator. I see that, but
sure.
Jesus, Dave.
There's great hats out there. Excommunicate.
See,
what if we put them to the fucking flame? No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. I'm just joking.
Maybe we're gonna have to start two churches, Leif.
We'll start a Metallica and Megadeth style feud.
Yeah.
Blur and Oasis. What's start like? We just start shitting on each other in public.
Right. we should start beef.
Yeah, totally. Well, Leif fucking hates fedoras. Let me hear the fedora crowd out there.
Let me hear the fedora crowd.
All right.
The fedora crowd. There's like four guys going, woo!
Yeah. They're all putting gas into their fucking shitty car right now.
So wait, now people who have fedoras drive shitty cars?
Of course they do.
Man?
If they don't care about what they're putting on their head, they don't fucking care about what they're getting into.
Wow, I just don't know what to do with that. With all this vitriol, it's just so off-brand for you. I don't understand it. It's like, you're such a loving, accepting person. You're just like, fuck the fedora. What did you say? I said, fuck you and fuck your hat.
All right, let's see your voting record. Bring it here.
Right.
Let's see what you back.
Yeah. Okay. So,
my glasses keep fogging up because I'm laughing.
The rage? It's probably the rage.
All like
fucking
warm.
Yeah, boy. Okay, I gotta go.
Thank you all. Thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it. Hope to see you on the road soon. Much love.